invite somebody who wants to speak for the pulp mill.
Good, yes, Steve, it is. More than welcome. Anyone is welcome to speak. This is democracy here. I think we have Ed Archer.
I just want to ask a question. Where's the pulp mill burning? I just want to ask that question. There's just a few, like Mr. Wilson said, there's a lot of BS on both sides.
Yeah, I think I think you should come up here and speak about that. As soon as Ed's finished, you can pop up here, no trouble.
Ask that question.
No, you come up. Yeah.
Good afternoon. My name's Ed Archer. I'm part of the Archer family who run 2 properties in the valley. I'm probably the closest to the proposed site, which is concerning for me because I'm a food producer. I'm trying to produce clean food for you with no contaminants. I've made a conscious decision our family has to take on quality assurance so we can assure you that the produce off our farm is free from any chemicals, residue. Unfortunately, we can't move our business. I'm 5th generation and there's a lot of sentimental value to that, so I'm happy to stand up here and work hard to protect that. I'd have to say that I'm a tree farmer as well. We've got plantations in partnership with Gunns. So I did think about this pulp mill, and tried to weigh it up. I think all people who earn an income from the way that they've been treated. I went home and had a thought that they're making money out of managed investment tree that somehow they had to get rid of so they can continue to get taxpayers' money through managed investment schemes. Just to add to what Justin said, managed investment schemes are taking up a lot of the good land in Tasmania, and in the agricultural industry we're just about to face a situation where our processors will leave because we won't be able to meet critical mass in supply for them. So that means that our competition leaves and then our prices get driven down and our businesses become unviable. Just a couple of figures on MIS. Farming employs about 7 times the people per hectare that the hectare of trees employs, and by the end of the 2020 vision, when there'll be 3.3 million hectares of trees in the ground, taxpayers would have lost approximately $9.2 billion worth of their contribution to the country for hospitals and whatever and the likes. Just on the council issue, we've had on our property in the late 70s, early 80s, we had a problem with fluoride contamination from Camalco. And there was a few farms around George Town who were affected, and look, eventually Camalco cleaned up their act. Some farmers even had trouble getting their cows in calf because the contamination was so bad. But luckily that's been cleaned up. But in that, I thought, well, with the council having that experience and some of the people who were on the council had their farms affected, I thought, well, they might be a bit smarter this time in setting up some protection for the agricultural businesses around there. So I wrote a letter which I haven't had a reply to. So seeing Doug's here today, I thought I'd just read it out and he might be able to answer it. Dear Mayor Burt, proposed pulp mill baseline testing. As a result of an inconclusive phone call conversation with Kay Ellis, Executive Assistant, on Monday the 9th of July, I write to you on the issue of baseline testing should the proposed Gunns Ltd pulp mill project be approved. As an operator of primary industry business adjacent to the proposed site, I ask what, if any, testing will be carried out by the council prior to commencement of operation of the proposed Gunns Ltd pulp mill to establish a background benchmark for testing of contaminants in the future. As the council would be aware, history has shown industry has led to contamination of pasture and livestock in the past, and I would assume for the protection of its rate-paying businesses, the council would ensure appropriate testing is carried out. I look forward to a response to this matter and working with you to ensure security for primary industry within the George Town Municipality, ensure security for primary industry within the George Town Municipality into the future. That's looking after your community. Just one other thing. Because of the debacle down south and the changing of the approval process, now there is no compulsory acquisition powers for an easement for the proposed pipeline. So anyone who has a property that might be in that area or might be approached, just remember that now they have no jurisdiction, so it's up to you really. Finally, I'd just like to say a couple of final points. There's been a lot of people doing a lot of work behind the scenes who've probably got a lot less to lose than I have in our family, and I thank you very much for that. And from that, I've met a lot of good people, and I've also learned how these buses operate.